and 10 on the Ashland Greenwood 31-yard line to start out the ball game as special teams continues to be a dominant side of the football for Wahoo. Ball is handed up off the left side of the field to Noah Bordowski, who is upended at around the 30-yard line and a short gain on first down. So thanks to everyone for tuning in here with us tonight on Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton, Kelly Johnson here with you as we are at 6:55 to go here in quarter number one. It's Ashland Greenwood 7, Wahoo 0. First time with the football here for the Warriors. It's Bordowski up the middle, and he trips, or else he could have had a lot more. Nobody touched him. He tripped over his center, Landon Brigham, or else he was up to about the 20-yard line before he would have gotten touched. Instead, he falls down at the 26-yard line, and it's a 3rd and 5 here for Wahoo. Jace Kaminsky out as quarterback tonight, getting the start once again. As he came in, as Sam Edmonds out injured last week, Kaminsky played exceptionally well, and so he's back out there with Bordowski to his left in the gun. Wide receiver goes in motion to the left, to the right. Bordowski gets the handoff off to the right side, and that has nowhere. That was telegraphed right from the snap, had nowhere to go with the football at all, didn't even gain a yard on 3rd down, and now it's an interesting spot here for the Warriors on 4th down here in this ball game. You're at the point where you're too far to kick it, I would bet. Too close to punt it. So you have to go for it here. On 4th and 5, we'll see what the play call is. Kaminsky stands in the gun. Bordowski stands over to his left. Jace trying to draw the Blue Jays offside. Now takes the snap, rolls to the left. He pitches it to Bordowski at the last second. There goes Noah to the 20, breaking out of a tackle. It's a Wahoo first down. How about Jace Kaminsky on that pitch? He pitched it when he was being tackled backwards. He threw it to Noah at the absolute last second on 4th and 5. The Warriors get 10, and the drive continues now for Wahoo inside of the red zone. Kaminsky in the backfield again with Bordowski standing over to his left. Jace takes the snap looking to throw this time. Now he'll scamper up the middle and has nowhere to go with it at all. As a Wahoo Warriors helmet came off of the line, but Jace thought that he saw an opening there for a minute before Austin Coate, Ty Carey, and Aiden Washburn from the linebacking unit for the Blue Jays closed that up in very quick fashion. We are at the 4:36 mark here in quarter number one. It's Ashland Greenwood 7, Wahoo 0. You're tuned into Warrior football here on Saunders County Online. 2nd and 13 now after the loss of 3 that time on the sack. A wide receiver goes out, 2 of them to the left. 1 goes in motion as that's Bordowski who gets the handoff off the middle, breaks the tackle. Inside the 15 and down near the 10 is Noah Bordowski trying to break a couple of tackles as he picks up about 10 more on that carry. Noah, he had not much of an impact against Pearson game number 1. He had 8 carries for only 11 yards. He did have a touchdown, but that time he was able to get up to the Warrior 11-yard line. It's now 3rd and 5. Kaminsky in the gun again. Just outside the 10. Bordowski gets the handoff up the middle. Big hole to that right side. It will be close to a first down. I think he needed to get to the 6, and they think they spot him at the 7. It's 4th down now here for Wahoo, and a huge 4th down here for both teams. Wahoo has already converted on a 4th down here on this drive. We are at 3:15 to go here in quarter number 1. First drive of the game for Wahoo. It's 4th and 1 on the 12, 4th and 1 on the 7. In the backfield, direct snap to Bordowski. He pushes the pile forward. Where do they spot him? The official puts it at the 6. They stop the clock. I think they're going to measure it, but with the way the white hat ran in there, It's a first down. Wahoo, the second fourth down conversion of the drive. Getting it up near the 5-yard line. They needed the 6. I think they got it exactly. So now first and goal for Wahoo. 2:58 to go, and now the clock runs again. The officials stopped it to make sure it was a first down. It is. First and goal, Wahoo. Inside the Blue Jay 10-yard line. Kaminsky in the backfield. Bordowski's had a big impact. He has it to the left. Ball's pitched on the ground, and Bordowski dives on it at the last second. But that's the second time the Warriors have tried that option play, and Kaminsky holds on to that football for a long time before he pitches it. That time held on to it for just a little bit too long as he pitched it at the last second, but it hit into the grass. So that brings up second and goal now back at the 8-yard line. A loss of about 2 that time, but just lucky enough for the Warriors to get back on it. Here's Kaminsky, handed it up the middle. Bordowski, big hole, dives near the goal line. He's tripped up at around the 2.5. Yep, right at the 2 is where they spot it for Noah Bordowski. 1:53 to go here. Now third and goal from the 2. The Warriors have converted 2 fourth-down conversions, but boy, you'd love to get it on here now. Third and goal from the 2. Direct snap. Wildcat formation. Bordowski dives in. Touchdown. The Warriors are into the end zone on their first drive. So both teams touch the football once and are both able to put up 6 at least in what's been a really quick first quarter. 1:34 to go here. And the point after unit in is Noah Bordowski. Boy, did he get a large amount of the load on that drive for Wahoo. And he has his second touchdown of the 23 season. Out to kick for Wahoo is number 12, Emilio Zaragoza. Class C1, we're tied at 7 with 1:34 to go.
$7 meal deals run all day, every order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Chestnut Street, and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through
Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. For more information, IC and Equal Housing Lender.
7, both teams. Emilio Zaragoza, that's the first time he's done that one than the game against Pierce with the way their punt unit performed, etc. Kind of going through those numbers, Wahoo was pretty great. Caden Christian averaged 40 yards per punt. Well, they had a safety on a missed snap in the special teams unit, and they pinned Pierce down inside their own 10-yard line 4 times. 1:34 to go here, quarter number 1. We're tied at 7. Ashland Greenwood with the football for the second. He scored on a passing touchdown after basically running his team all the way down one side of the field. Ashland Greenwood in their home blue jerseys, white pants, white helmets, white numbers. Wahoo in the road whites with Memorial Stadium here in Ashland. Left to right come the Blue Jays. Ball placed on the near hash. Ball handed up the middle to Zimmerman. He's Jake Scanlon for the Warriors. Jake last game had 6 tackles, and there's his, and that's a lot easier said than done to try and tackle Drake Zimmerman, I should say, tonight, as he has been running over a lot of the defense. We're under a minute to go. 2nd and 10 for Ashland Greenwood. 2 wide receivers to either side, looking to 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Drake Zimmerman cannot be stopped right now for Ashland Greenwood. Pretty much every time that he's touched the ball, other than once, he's only been tackled by the first guy 1 time the entire night. He has made a lot of Warriors missed, as that time he has a big-time touchdown. A 65-yard touchdown reception for Drake Zimmerman would add 7 onto and takes the lead. 41 seconds to go in quarter number 1. It's Ashland Greenwood 14, Wahoo.
By our clients for their families' everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life.
Ball Game number 2 of the 2023 high school football season. We are in the Battle of Saunders County tonight down here in Ashland at Memorial Stadium. 41 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. It's Ashland Greenwood 14, Wahoo 7. After Drake Zimmerman has a 65-yard touchdown reception, his second touchdown reception of the night, and he has absolutely dominated this game. High pooch kick, down, breaking out of a tackle up to the 40-yard line. May have been a face mask, not called, and that's what the Warrior coaching staff is asking for. Wahoo, the first time they had a kickoff return, they got it all the way down to the Ashland Greenwood 31. This time they're at the 40-yard line of their. It's Jace Kaminsky back out on the field for Wahoo, with Noah Bordowski standing over to his right, who was pretty great in the first drive tonight. Here's the handoff to Noah again up the middle, and this time Ashland Greenwood was ready for it as Noah takes it up to the 41-yard line. A gain of 1, and that might be the end of the first quarter. We'll see what head coach Chad Fox wants to do here, if he wants to see if he can draw Ashland Greenwood off sides, try and get a five free yards before the end of the first quarter. But we are down to 5 seconds here, and we'll see if Kaminsky will even snap the football as we have 20 seconds on the play clock. He will not, and that's the end of quarter number 1. After 12 minutes of football here in Saunders County, it's Ashland Greenwood 14, Wahoo 7. You're tuned into Warrior Football on Saunders County Online.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden. Apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We
succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock a call at 402-858-0557 or stop into his office at
Austin McNorton and Kelly Johnson here, back with you live on Saunders County Online for the battle in Saunders County. It's Ashland Greenwood 14 and your Wahoo Warriors 7. Wahoo will now be going left to right on your screen in their road white uniforms, gold pants, and blue numbers as they trail Ashland Greenwood 14-7. It was all Drake Zimmerman in 16-yard touchdown pass reception, and then he had the 65-yard touchdown pass reception in which he was able to break out of 3 Warrior tackles on his way down the far sideline into the end zone. Starting out quarter number 2, it's 2nd and 9 for Wahoo on their own 41 before. Oh, good down. I think that's such a ticky-tack flag that you don't see called very often. It's called here, and the Warriors move back field, breaking out of a couple tackles, but not much more than that, as another flag is down on that far sideline. As it was a different ball carrier out there that time for Wahoo, and it's a hold against Wahoo as well. So the Warriors just shooting themselves in the foot now. That was Kip Brigham on the carry that time. As Wahoo last week, and you heard head coach Chad Fox mention it in the pregame interview, and here to start out quarter number 2, the Warriors have already moved backwards 15 yards. A holding penalty and an illegal snap motion, which is unfortunate. So what was a 2nd and 9 is now a 2nd and 24 for Wahoo. Rather than being on the 41, Wahoo is now back on their own 26 with trips to the near side. Kaminsky's now empty in the gun. 5-yard line up to around the 37 on the reception that time for Wahoo's number, and gets up kind of close to the original line of scrimmage. A good pickup that time of 11, but still 3rd and very long here for Wahoo as we have 11:10 to go here in quarter number 2. Kaminsky breaks the huddle with Kip Brigham, standing to his left. A wide receiver to either side. Now going in motion is Weeding to the far sideline. Rolling out to the left is Kaminsky. He's under pressure, eludes one sack, and then is brought down at the 30-yard line. No one for Wahoo could get open down the field at all. It's a sack, and that will end the drive for Wahoo this time as they moved backwards on the drive this time. Penalties proved to be too much on that drive, and that was one thing the head coach Fox wanted to correct coming into tonight, but that drive right there was killed by the illegal snap and then the holding call. It was all Wahoo could do to just try and get back to the line of scrimmage. Weren't able to do that. It's 4th and 21 now, as Kristen will come out to punt for Wahoo. And he was spectacular last week at this part of his game. Here's the Ashland Greenwood, Thomas Spears, and he goes backwards. Back to the 32-yard line is where they're. A good punt again by Caden Kristen for your Warriors, as he was great at that aspect. The 10-yard line 4 times last week. So here in the backfield, 1st and 10 for Ashland Greenwood on their own 30. Under pressure is Jacobson. He rolls out to the right and just has to throw it away. Good coverage downfield by Josh Edmonds, Avery Weeding and company in the Warriors secondary. Stops the clock at 9:46, and we have a penalty against Ashland Greenwood as there's a flag at the line of scrimmage. As the white hat pick. And it's a hold against Ashland Greenwood. So their second penalty of the night. And now the Blue Jays are moving back on their 3rd drive. Ball placed now on the 22-yard line. It's 1st and 20 for Ashland Greenwood. 9:46 to go here in quarter number 2. 8 yards and a touchdown. He also had 3 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown. As the Blue Jays were extremely balanced on offense. Here's Jacobson in the backfield. Zimmerman stands directly behind him. The ball will be handed up to Drake up the middle. He breaks out of 1 tackle and then is wrapped up by number 32 for the Warriors, Kip Brigham. Right for Zimmerman up the middle. He got a good block up the middle, but Brigham found it where he wanted to go, cut him off, and was able to bring him down on his own. It's a heck of a tackle for Brigham. 2nd and 17 now for Ashland Greenwood. Ball on their own 25-yard line near hash. Jacobson in the backfield. Zimmerman stands directly behind him. Jacobson, play action, rolls out to his right, throws to the flat, and the ball is caught, breaking out of a 1 tackle down the far sideline. He gets back to around the original line of scrimmage, even a little bit further. Makes it 3rd and much more manageable after a gain of 9 that time on 2nd down. Ball placed on the 33-yard line on the right hash. 8:35 to go here in quarter number 2. It's Ashland Greenwood 14, Wahoo, and Jacobson in the backfield. Zimmerman, play action. Ball thrown deep down the near sideline, way overthrown. Ball was in punt unit for the first time tonight. So a great stand that time by the Warrior defense. After Ashland Greenwood did a great job of moving the football down the field their first 2 drives. That time it's a 3 and out. It's the first 3, as well as number 26 for Wahoo, Caden Smart. Low snap, punt nearly blocked. It is! They got it! A low snap and back to block the punt for the Warriors is number 11, Sam Edmonds. It was a low snap which threw the rhythm off of everything, and once again, the Warriors special teams unit comes through. Boy, have they been spectacular on the football. I thought that it was off just in time. It was not, and just like that, it's 1st and 10 Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 25-yard line. Kaminsky up to Bordowski. Big hole up the middle. There goes Noah inside the 20 to the 19-yard line and a gain of 6 on 1st down. How that can kind of just boom,
fire
just
everybody
like,
up. Yeah, just
exactly.
Get them rolling and ready to go.
Just like that, you have a new sense of energy. They actually spotted that ball back on. Now for Kaminsky in the backfield. Bordowski to the right. Noah gets the ball up the middle again. Another big hole for Noah. He gets up to the 15 for 5 more. I think they're going to spot him a half-yard shy of the 1st down. 3rd and half a yard, they say. That was pretty close. So we're at the 7.5-minute mark here in quarter number 2. It's a 14 to need to get past the 15. They're on the 15.5. It's Bordowski in the Wildcat formation. He scored a touchdown on this play earlier. Same exact play and another chunk gain of about 3 for a Warrior 1st down. Well, that Wildcat formation is working for Noah Bordowski right now. A 6-yard touchdown run. It has been effective. 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 14-7 Ashland Greenwood lead here in the battles between the coaches right now. 1st and 10 Warriors on the Ashland Greenwood. Ball was juggled. It's caught. A Warrior touchdown for number 7, Caden Kristen. What a pass by Jace Kaminsky, his second passing touchdown of the season, but down with it for a Wahoo touchdown. Oh my goodness. And now coming out for the point after attempt for Wahoo is number 12, Emilio Zaragoza. Trying to tie up the ball game with 6:26 to go. Holds good, kick on the way is perfect, and we're all tied. Right back.
The best deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries, a medium drink, and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior brand for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska.
A lot of echo. Anyway, welcome back.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Ashland Greenwood. Again, we keep hitting buttons and away we go. It is tied up, and the second quarter, 6:26 left in the second quarter. As now, what do we do?
Boy, I'll tell you one thing, Kelly. It's a beautiful night for Friday Night Lights, and it is a heck of a crowd here in Saunders County. The Warriors traveled well, of course, their closest road game of the year. And this is the home opener for Ashland Greenwood. So expected a good crowd coming in, but boy, did that promise deliver.
Yeah, full stadium and really standing room only.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Of course, they're taunting us with some fantastic food just below.
Yeah, we're right above the concession stand here at 14. It'll be Ashland Greenwood football. Going right to left with Drake Zimmerman back to receive the kick from Caden Christen. It's a good kick this time as it drives Zimmerman to the 10-yard line. He catches it on the run.
Good turn there for Ashland Greenwood.
Drake Zimmerman has been pretty dominant tonight. If the Warriors can continue that defensive momentum.
Well, that's the thing is every time that they are on the sidelines, they're making adjustments. So now we get to see what Ashland Greenwood is doing as their adjustments for.
Ash Jacobson in the backfield, Zimmerman directly behind him. Drake gets the football, bounces it to the outside. He pulls a defender with him as making the tackle that time on the far sideline for Wahoo was Harrison Krieger.
So they have gained about 5 right there, so that's
up to the 39-yard line that time for Zimmerman, who, again, 5 yards every time will win you football games, and that kind of seems to be the case here for Drake Zimmerman. Like I said, last Friday night he had 19 carries for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know if anyone just saw that catch. That was insane. That was actually insane.
A little breeze came in, and we're playing with paper airplanes.
Here we go. Number 26 for the Warriors, Caden Smart again on the tackle. His second time we've called his name.
Yeah, they just showed their ground game really strong. Wahoo obviously has the endurance.
Here we go. Big 3rd and 2 for both teams. Zimmerman in the backfield. Jacobson takes the snap, hands it up to Zimmerman up the middle. He fights forward. He didn't get it. He's a full yard short as the Warriors are there. First number I saw was Eli Emerson from the nose guard position making the tackle. It's 4th and 1 here for Ashland Greenwood. The ball is on their own 43-yard line. They need the 44 to keep the drive alive. And now an interesting decision for
percentages of the ground game and what they are able to pull off. And it seems like no-brainer of, we're going to go for it.
Play clock is down to 5. The Blue Jays have to hurry. Jacobson gets the line with 1 on the play clock. They get the snap. Warriors had him piled up initially, but then at the absolute last second, and then at the last second, he kind of rolled over his left shoulder and
move. It just had to be enough to
literally
get across
falling
that line.
forward. That's all it took.
That's all it took.
Jacobson hands it up to Austin, who goes nowhere. The Warriors are all there this time. Once again, Eli Emerson is there, as well as number 5 for the Warriors. And that is Eli Shada in there making the tackle as he gets his first start tonight from the left end spot. He had 6 tackles last week, but he got the start tonight and gets a tackle for loss, about a half a yard loss, back to the 43.5-yard line. 14, and it has been a fun rivalry game here on this Friday night. Jacobson in the backfield. Zimmerman back out there now on offense. He gets the pitch out into the right side, cuts it upfield, gets past the line of scrimmage, falling forward to the 45.5-yard line. A short gain that time.
Yeah, he was met right at the line of scrimmage. He was just able to grind out a little bit further.
I think the Warriors are doing a little bit better job than the first couple drives for Ashland Greenwood of making sure there's a couple of guys there to help wrap up Drake Zimmerman, because one-on-one, Drake has won those battles. So now I think Wahoo is doing a good and long here for Ashland Greenwood. 3rd and 9 from their own 46-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Jacobson in the backfield with Derek Zimmerman directly behind him. Jacobson takes the snap, looking to throw. Has time. The Warriors were there and didn't let up. Back there defensively for Wahoo was Harrison Krieger pushing the quarterback Dane Jacobson out of bounds. And Ashland Greenwood will be forced to punt again as it was a big tackle for loss of about 4 yards. It's now 4th and 12 for Ashland Greenwood on their own 43-yard line. The snap.
The snap at this point in time.
Absolutely right. That was the problem. And it's a high snap this time. It goes all the way back to the 20, and the Warriors are there at the side of the Ashland Greenwood 25-yard line due to the special teams. Last time the snap was low in the grass. This time it went way over the head of Liam Curtis.
You know, that's one of those situations as a coach you say, yeah, Wahoo is really going to say thank you to that special team snapper at this point in time.
Wahoo, can they capitalize again on the Blue Jay special teams and a half to keep the drive alive? You're in field goal. Twardowski this time off to the right side. Noah does a good job of following his blockers forward. Gets up to the 12-yard line after a gain of 3, and he'll be a couple yards short of the first down mark as we in the locker room. And then Wahoo will get the football to start quarter number 3. 50 seconds to go. 3rd and 2 for Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 11. To the 10 is where they spot it, and oh man, I think that might be short.
Quite. Yeah, it's not quite there.
I thought he was able to reach the ball forward to about the 9. They spot it down at the 10.
Yeah, right, he is.
First half, we're tied at 14, and we'll be right back on Saunders County Online, and we'll wait and see. Looks like it'll be 4th and about an inch coming up next.
Starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to Dollar General. Pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Welcome back to Ashland Greenwood Memorial Stadium. It is the Wahoo Warriors coming in, and we have 35 seconds left in the first half. Tied game, and the Warriors are threatening at this point in time. You got to get that taken care of. It's hard to win a game if you have special team issues.
Warriors come out of the timeout in the Wildcat formation. Bordowski takes the ball up the middle, and he got the first go, and I called that during the timeout about wonder what Wahoo would do here. Every single time they've had a 4th down conversion, every time they've had a 3rd and short, they've gone to the Wildcat formation situations.
I call it basic physics. Speed and force,
Right.
You can put anything anywhere.
Just first and goal for Wahoo on the 8-yard line.
Obviously, when they take the clock on down, they may either if they get the touchdown or they may have to take the 3 points. But
Right.
But you know, obviously, there's going to be some coaching going on during halftime.
Absolutely. Here we go. First and goal for Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 8. Looking to throw. Has time. Thrown into the flat. It goes through the hands of Weeding. Avery Weeding had a touchdown go right through his hands as he rolled out to the flat. A perfect throw from Kaminsky. Weeding just couldn't hang on.
Yeah,
And
right
we'll do
at
it
the
again.
fingertips.
It was drawn up to perfection. Kaminsky had all the time in the world rolling out to his left in the flat and had his wide receiver, who he wanted the whole time, Avery Weeding, now remaining. Play clock down to 5. Wahoo has to hurry. Zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Wahoo! Sam Edmonds is into the end zone for the first. Minsky got the snap off just in time before the play clock expired. Rolled to his left, threw it to Sam Edmonds, who hang on, and Wahoo has the lead 20-14 with 18. And now Wahoo is ready for the point after attempt, and head coach Chad Fox has to call timeout because Sam Edmonds was supposed to be out there on the field on the point after attempt unit, but he scored the touchdown and was point to try and go after. So Chad Fox has to use his last timeout of the half.
Teaching moment right there.
But that's the first time that the senior Sam Edmonds has gotten into the end zone, this blocked punt and a touchdown.
So what do you think Ashland Greenwood would do after this?
Because a lot of it has to depend on how much return yardage they get. Gozo with the point after attempt. It's up and perfect again. And with 18 seconds to go in quarter number 2,
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hand in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health. Value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Just a few seconds left of the first half right here at Ashland Greenwood's Memorial Stadium as Wahoo
to capitalize on both of the Ashland Greenwood missed snaps on the punt unit to allow much of a turn as he drives Zimmerman back inside his own 10-yard line. Drake has it. One dove in and head first and got him right in the gut. That was number 22 on the tackle, Noah Bordowski. He came in and laid the hit. Quarter number 3, Ashland Greenwood with 2 timeouts. You wonder how aggressive the Blue Jays will be here, or if they just decide to say, let's go into the locker room and make some adjustments.
Right. Is it going to be an exclamation point, or is it going to be, wait to see what we do next?
Jacobson's in the backfield. Zimmerman standing directly behind him with 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Zimmerman gets the football up the middle. Minsky and Eli Shada. And that's the end of the first half, and Chad Fox claps his hands in very big approval of the way his Warriors played there in the first half. After 24 minutes of football, it's Wahoo 21 and Ashland Greenwood 14. You're tuned in to Warrior Football on Saunders County Online. Halftime is here. We'll be right back.
To $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
The best deal in...
Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. FDIC and equal housing lender.
Get your choice of an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular order of fries. DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to...
We aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently exceeding their expectations. Reliability.
Free Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rival. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Season, we are your biggest fan. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student chance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ashland Greenwood as we are having the Wahoo Warriors come into their house in first half. Quite a battle, actually, as we saw Ashland Greenwood show a little bit of their power and go up to 14 points. But Wahoo, just taking advantage of some special teams issues. And
Greenwood mistakes on the punt unit. Each time they brought out the punt unit, they've had a bad snap, which resulted in a blocked punt, and then one that just went completely over the punter's head. And Wahoo's answered the call each time. So it's Wahoo 21 and Ashland Greenwood 14.
Out here tonight with both
for sure.
Wahoo and Ashland. Guarantee everybody knows everybody here. This is in-county rivalry. and ball coming up the second half.
Can't wait. And like we mentioned, right when the game got started, we had to cut off our interview with head coach Chad Fox, but we're going to go ahead and play the rest of that interview for you here now of this Blue Jays squad. So here's more of that interview with head coach of your Warriors, Chad Fox.
Most compared to the rest of the teams on our schedule, with them being in the same county and how good of a football team there is. How mentally tough do you have to be going into your first road game as well?
To sit so close to the stands, and they've got a lot of people around the field, so it's kind of a cool atmosphere that way, but it can be a real tough atmosphere as well because there's a lot of distractions. There can be, there's just a lot of things going on. I see they got youth football nights. You got to kind of block all that out, and you got to peel, everything back to just it's about us, and it's about and everything around you, because it is a very unique atmosphere. There is nothing else like a tough game, but being mentally tough, mentally sharp is going to be critical and very important for us if we want to have a chance to win.
And, Coach, when looking at this Blue Jays squad after their win against Columbus Lakeview to start out the season, they were really balanced on offense, both phases of their game.
Yeah, I mean, they got players all over the place. I mean, they've got a nice quarterback who's coming back, and I believe it's his second year, maybe it's even his third year of starting. And he's Dane Jacobson. He's 200-pound running back, and he's tough to bring down. And he runs really, really hard. And then they got some matchups on the perimeter with some receivers and the tight ends that are good size that are going to be tough to match up and as well. So we're going to have our hands full, and we try to slow them down as much as we can, and then just kind of be sound. Gap sound is the right spot, and their reads are coming through clean, and they're not peeking in the backfield and things like that. So we're going to have to play really, really. That's what we're hoping for.
And, Coach, final question for you. What will be your keys on the offensive side to try and stay with this talented Blue Jay?
And getting first downs, that'll be important. If we go 3 and out, that gets their offense back on the field. That just 3-4 yard chunks at times, and not get so caught up that we're not getting big plays and things like that, because they're excellent on defense. We have not scored very many points against them here in recent history. So the football, minimizing mistakes, having penalties and getting behind the sticks is to be competitive there in the fourth quarter. And those mental mistakes.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you. Right management and insurance to succeed and grow. Give Eric E.J. Hancock downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of your insurance needs.
If you're looking for $1 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus, you can find details by going to dollargeneral.com.
Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that Sunday to a small blizzard for a Sunday through Thursday. And
a debit card. Every transaction gives. Go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska.
We aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's ability. Bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Apparel.com, or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo, 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0. Team Advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience, make banking easy when you're home or away.
Welcome back to Rivals here in Saunders County. The Ashland Greenwood Blue Jays 24 minutes ago.
If there's nothing to fix, then you really don't have football. So we're going to see a lot of coaching that has taken place. But it's the devil in the details situation where
right.
If, special teams, making sure the open up that seam to be able to let your backs through, or whoever's running. It is finding all those things to make sure that everybody is exactly.
Ashland Greenwood jumping out to a 7-0 lead on their first drive of the game. They had it at the 16-yard line, where it was an incredible play by Dane Jacobson, the quarterback, and he ran into the end zone to put Ashland Greenwood up. That got the Warriors set up 1st and 10 on the Ashland Greenwood 31-yard line. It was a large amount of Noah Bordowski, as the Warriors were able to convert twice on 4th down on the drive. 2 plays in, it was a 65-yard touchdown pass to, again, Drake Zimmerman. Went up 14-7. And then after a couple of defensive stops for both teams, Wahoo forces a 3-and-out for Ashland Greenwood for Wahoo, setting up Wahoo 1st and 10 on the Ashland Greenwood 25-yard line. The Warriors were able to, of the punter, back to the 20-yard line, the red zone, and it was Jace Kempkin. He looked super healthy. He was the one who actually blocked the punt, 1-14. And importantly, Kelly, the Warriors were able to go 2 for 1. Ashland Greenwood, you got to get a stop trying to not go down by 2 scores. For Wahoo, if you're able to go up by 2 scores.
The question comes in is where are the mistakes? Who's going to have what mistakes?
Right.
And because they're going to battle back and forth. But, that's really what has happened is it was the mistakes that have caused the scores.
Yep.
And so field.
Right.
Which, that's a lot tougher thing to do. So we'll see here on Saunders County Online. We'll be back in just one.
Business needs the right management and insurance. Stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown.
That are confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Austin McNorton and Kelly clock here in quarter number 3. It's Wahoo 21, Ashland Greenwood 14. Ashland once again in their home blue uniforms, white numbers, white helmets, and white to start out here in the third quarter. Ashland Greenwood will go right to left. Back deep to receive for the Warrior. On the way, a line drive kick that bounces to Kip. He loses. Will set up 1st and 10 to start out the third quarter. Field position has certainly been a key in that. Kaminsky and company with Bordowski standing to his left in the gun. A wide receiver to the far side of the field, who really didn't have as much of an impact against Pierce last Friday night. He only had 8 carries for 11 yards, but boy, has he way to go here in quarter number 3. Between the hashes. Kaminsky sends it back in motion that for the Blue Jays. Coate led the Ashland Greenwood Blue.
Yeah, and get penetration behind that line.
Wahoo 29's the offense over to down the sideline, and he just throws it away. With a 3-and-out, exactly what Ashland Greenwood was hoping for to start out quarter and go 3-and-out, gaining just 4 yards on the drive. Tonight for the Warriors. And this unit has a touchdown tonight on an incredible reception. Incredible punt by Caden Christen. No problems for the Warriors punt unit.
Too far off where Ashland has started with
most of their
on the 29 and the 35 yard.
Jacobson takes the snap, hands it off to Zimmerman. He did a lot of good plays over on that left side of the defensive line tonight for the Warriors. 7 for Ashland Greenwood on their own 39-yard line. Ball placed directly. Zimmerman directly behind him. 2 wide receivers to either side. Jacobson takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, rolls to his. They gave him the first down on the reception that time for Isaac Carson. So, Kelly, and this one looks like it's moving the Blue Jays backwards. And what that means is one of the linemen, 1st and 10 on your own, again for Ashland Greenwood. Here's Jacobson in the backfield. Just refuses to go down as Zimmerman gets up to the 40-yard line before he makes it 3rd and 6 now for Ashland Greenwood. He was cut to watch. Ball placed on the left hash. 3rd and 6 for Ashland Greenwood. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Again, 4 tackles. Down the far sideline goes Zimmerman. Ankle tackle made. Drake Zimmerman wrapped up short of the sticks, but Zimmerman
not giving us a disaster for the Warriors.
Throwing it across the middle, and it's dropped. Completions tonight for Ashland Greenwood, and that's hands probably every other time. As he is, yeah, right. 2nd and 10 for Ashland Greenwood, 24 on the 24-yard. Nada brings him down after a gain of about 3 up to the 21 level. Where Ashland Greenwood, after Wahoo went 3-and-out on their first. Off to Zimmerman, breaks out of a tackle to the right side. 6'4", 225 here, and a big play for both. Ashland Greenwood looking to go for it. 12 seconds on the play. Jacobson takes the snap. He's under pressure. He rolls to his left. Nowhere to throw. He's on ground against the Blue Jays when needed most. The Warriors on last Friday in Saunders County. It's 1st and 10 Wahoo. Jace takes the snap. Noah takes the ball off to the left. Really, Bordowski didn't really have much room to go.
Came along and boom, hit that wall.
And I'll tell you, the 6 We'll have 6:46 to go here in quarter number 3. Wahoo 21 after 6 for Ashland Greenwood making the tackle that time. Isaac Carson. Yep, as Kip Brigham rammed right into him and the block of 1 and a big 3rd and 6 here for Wahoo with 5:10 to go in the 3rd. You would love to keep the drive a play clock. Kaminsky rolls out to the left, throwing quickly in the flat. The catch is made. Broken out of a tackle into the first down, into Blue Jay territory up to the... And Wahoo is into Blue Jay, making a Blue Jay miss that time. Play clock. Kaminsky takes the snap up to Bordowski up the middle. I should say, if I can do math correctly. 4:40 to go. Right, you know.
Something like that.
That thing called math. 4:34 to go and 4 for Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 43-yard line. Ball placed on the left hash. Kaminsky in the backfield with Bordowski back down, and this one's likely coming back.
Yep, that's
The line for Wahoo is Kaminsky. Right of a natural reaction for those offensive linemen to grab a hold when their defensive counterpart. So we do it again.
yeah.
I thought both the officials, 4:11 to go in the 3rd quarter, 20 on the play clock in the backfield. About a yard shy of the first down after a gain of 3. A nice cut up the middle. It's 3rd and 1 for Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 40 with 3:40 to go.
The opponents, the blockers.
Exactly. Here comes Wahoo in their short yardage situation. Bordowski with the Wildcat. Takes it up the middle, falls forward up to the 30. A lot of bodies got moved backwards in that pile after the play, but no Blue Jays. 3:13 to go here in quarter number 3. Is Wahoo 21, Ashland Greenwood 14. Did himself again. Ball 16 times for 45 yards and with the carries. To go. 2nd and 8 for Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 37 of the first down after a gain of 7. And the right side of the offensive line is doing it great. Love giving shout-outs to the offensive line when you can. 9 seconds on the play clock for Bordowski. And a miscommunication for Wahoo, Braylon Iverson. They were having a long conversation, maybe a miscommunication on who was supposed to be in on that play. So,
From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partner, when you're home or away, or
At Anchor in EJ Hancock a call at 402-858 for all of your insurance needs.
welcome back to Memorial with 14 and your number 6 Wahoo Warriors 21. 3rd and 1 for Wahoo on the Ashland that has not been stopped once tonight. Got up to the... Took a bit. I knew they needed the 29, and that's where they put the football down. Bordowski to the left as well. Jace looking to throw, rolls to the left, under pressure, the middle of the field by 1:19 to go here. 2nd and 9 now for Wahoo on the 29. There were 14 points for both teams. Football off to the right side and pushes forward through his line up to about the 28. A short gain that time, about in no man's land. So you're likely looking at 4-down territory here. So if you're the Warriors, you'd love to try and be able to get half of this for a minute here. And this could potentially be the last play of the 3rd quarter, and then you can decide. Play clock. Kaminsky takes the snap, has time, throws it deep down the far sideline, and the pass is caught! Football to Ashland Greenwood. Both players, unbelievable. Both players catch the football. 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and now, at the world, both players can catch the football at the same time, and the ball is given to the go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 on their own. Thorns can respond now. Here,
You can hear everybody in the like, oh.
but it was a quick throw there for Jacobson in the end zone. So you don't want to. That was due to a bad snap. So Warriors have, I guess, forced. Here's Jacobson handing it up the 3rd quarter. As it's Wahoo 20 Warrior football here on Saunders County Online. And we'll be right back.
At Anchor, EJ Hancock a call at 402-858-0 for all of your insurance needs.
if you're looking for a new career, the $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to Dollar General up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
The best deal in town, cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket. Each option includes a regular $2. The Wahoo DQ is located days 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
school varsity football remain on this battle in Saunders County tonight. It's Wahoo 20 left to right on your screen, with Jacobson standing in his own end zone and Zimmerman behind him. Jacobson takes the snap. He's under pressure, avoids the snap, rolls to his left, throwing it to Zimmerman, and it's caught. That was an incredible job by Dane Jacobson to avoid the sack in the end zone to the sideline past the 20-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 now for Ashland Greenwood on their own 23-yard line. Wahoo 21, Greenwood, a good pickup of about 6 that time on first down, and I think 5 they say is. You can tell Zimmerman has a little bit of that, and they had the ball on offense. They took it all the way down the field and got stopped. Rolling off to his left, looking to throw. Across the middle of the field, much yardage, but my gosh, what an incredible effort from Isaac Carson down on that far sideline. I mean, he laid all the way out for that. On their own 31-yard line, ball on the left hash. Wahoo with 2. The Warriors stop the Blue Jays short on the carry that time. That's one of the. So it is a half-yard shy. There is a Wahoo Warrior down on the field right now. Right for a play. It is, and we'll just pause here as everyone. Who? Well, I don't see a 63. Maybe I didn't see that right. At a trainer. But regardless, this is a massive play here, and you wonder with the punting yard line. This is a huge play here for both teams, no doubt. Clock runs, 9:50 to go in the ball game. Jacobson in the backfield. He'll pitch it out to the left side. Zimmer takes it past the 45. Clock stops with 9:40. A little bit of momentum, but he comes out making the catch in stride, breaking out of a couple tackles, and tackled here on the down. And Ashland Greenwood continuing to move the football effectively in that quarter. And they took it all the way down inside the Warriors. Seconds on the game clock, or on the play clock. Ball handed up to Zimmerman. He bounced for Zimmerman on first down, and Drake is really in a groove right now to stop this really, really bad round with Zimmerman. Yard line, 2nd and 2. Which made coming back to the football by and get another Blue Jay first down as they're knocking on the door of the red zone now. 8:06 to go here in the footing left to right. Ball placed on the left hash. With a wide receiver to either side and a tight end, and it's caught again, this time inside the 10-yard line by number 12 for the Blue Jays this time. First time we've said his name, Ty. This possession started on the 2-yard line with the quote-unquote interception. I guess it will go down as an interception in the stats, but in for Ashland Greenwood. Jacobson hands it up the middle to Zimmerman, who walks into the end zone. Point after attempt coming up now for the Blue Jays here on their home field. Caden Alexander will do the honors for the Blue Jays. Alexander, and with 7:05 to go here in the ball game, we're all tied at 21. You're tuned in to Wahoo Warrior Football here on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability,
First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account. Communities investing in you. Member FDIC and equal.
In the fourth quarter with 7:05 left, tight game.
Well, you throw all the stats, all the records, everything out the window when these two teams right to left. The ball is kicked to Kip Brigham, who makes the reception at the 15-yard line. Kip taking the ball upfield, good return, up to around down, and yeah, he was pretty clearly down. So the Warriors will have it. They actually spot the football back at the 33. And there's a flag down as well on the return, they say. And this one will go against Wahoo.
I was just going to comment, take a moment here, is that Ashland, this last drive, showed what doing that type of action as Wahoo.
Hard line. Where he's wrapped up. Wahoo, you cannot give this football back to the Blue Jays. Saminsky in the backfield, 5 on the play clock, takes it and throws it out to the flat. to Sam. Now it stops the clock, and it's still 3rd and long. Ashland Greenwood looking to get the football back immediately as they're pumping up their home crowd. Hirovsky stands to the left of Kaminsky and looking to throw. Nobody open. Now across the middle. It's caught by Zach where the kickoff was returned to. What a play by Sam Edmelv, and the drive stays alive for Wahoo. 1st and 10 Warriors on the Ashland Greenwood. He hands it off to Bordowski. Noah had room and then it's cut down right at the 36-yard line. It looked like he had a lot bigger hole.
Yeah,
it was cut down by Aiden Crumweedy over there on that left side of the defense for Ashland Greenwood. Because there was a big hole over there, and then the last second he was on his head.
Yeah, the problem.
Play clock at 5. Kaminsky in the backfield. Bordowski to his right. Weeding goes in motion. Kaminsky keeps it on the made by Thomas Spears on that far sideline. Not much gain. On 6 here for the Warriors. Play rolls to the left with blockers. They're thrown across the middle and nobody's home. Sam Edmonds and the Warriors will have to punt back to the Blue Jays.
So the key at this point in time is pinning the Blue Jays.
Wahoo to try and move to 2-0 on the season. Both teams undefeated. This is number 3 versus number 6 in the state. Good snap. Punt on its way high into the Friday night sky and caught by Spears.
Putting it.
Yeah, right. It's where a lot of the Blue Jay drives have started tonight, right around that 29 to 35 yard line.
Yeah, right in that range.
Yeah. Everyone, hold on to your hats. This is what a wood here in their home opener. Ball on their own 30-yard line. They'll be there on that far sideline. He was looking for incomplete pass, and we'll do the 2nd and 10 with the clock stopping at 4:15. Wahoo still has 2 timeouts. Ashland Greenwood with 3. 2nd and 10 now here for Ashland Greenwood, and Drake Zimmerman stands behind Jacobson in the gun. Dane comes to the line. Now walks. He's cut down. Tackle for loss way back. A loss of about 5 that time. And an incredible tackle made back there by looked like number 22, Noah Bordowski, and number 5, Ashland Greenwood. It's now 3rd and 15 for the Blue Jays, back on their own 25-yard line. But I think that might be the only time tonight he's been tackled for a loss. 21-yard line, a quarterback sack for Wahoo, and what a fun game this is.
Yes, that's what it is. It's being
ball game. And now, here's been the problem of the night for Ashland Greenwood. The snaps on the punt up. Line drive punt to the near sideline is caught on the bounce of the 45-yard line by Brigham, and he takes it down the near sideline into Blue Jay territory, inside the 40 to about the position battle, and just like that, the Warriors have it. 1st and 10 on the Ashland Greenwood 37-yard line is where they spot the football.
And the thing is what's really drowned them the last drive.
Here we are, right, 2:37 to go in the ball game. Kaminsky with, gosh, what a throw from Jace Kaminsky, who looked like he had to get open, and it took all of the time that 5 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 3. Kaminsky in the backfield. Noah Bordowski stands to the right. Bordowski gets the ball up the middle, lost the football, and Wahoo got back on it. Whew. And as Bordowski lost it.
You kind of bring up a good point, though. We haven't seen a whole lot of turnovers, like interceptions on this. They've been done a great job both teams.
For Wahoo from the Ashland Greenwood 31-yard line, 8 seconds on the play clock. Kaminsky breaks the huddle. The Blue Jay fan, a tackle up near the 25 to about the 26. Oh! And the clock runs. Kaminsky in the backfield. Bordowski to his left is one of their final 2 timeouts. 47 seconds of football remain. We're tied at 21. It's
favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays. Call 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning, a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future.
Johnson here with you live on Saunders County online at beautiful Memorial Stadium here in Ashland. Under pressure, wide open in the flat, it's caught. 10-5, down with 40 seconds to go. And now an Ashland Greenwood player is back down where can go.
Yep, there's some cramping going on right there.
Yep.
Okay, let's take our three plays. If we don't get in, then we have. But they can stop the clock.
And we'll see how Wahoo attacks this now. So I don't know how you attack this. You're honestly kind of in the range of where a point after is.
Yep.
So you could kind of attack it that route and just say, let's just settle for the field goal, which is basically a point after. Wahoo attacks this. 40 seconds to go. We're tied at 21. First and goal, Wahoo on the Ashland Greenwood 3-yard line. And now Ashland Greenwood uses one of their 3 timeouts. Back on Saunders County Online.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal. Go to 858-0557 or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today.
All positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by text $sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
40 seconds of football remain here in this battle in Saunders County. We're tied at 21. Wahoo football. Wahoo Warriors with the touchdown. Noah Bordowski takes it 3 yards on the play that has been unstoppable tonight for Wahoo. The Wildcat formation from Noah Bordowski. Every single time it's been a short yardage situation. Right from about the exact same distance out. 34 seconds to go in the is good. A big point after attempt is up and good. And it's Wahoo 20.
The home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State
provider confidently chosen by our clients for their families' everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and
on Saunders County Online. 34 seconds of football remain here on this Friday night. It's Wahoo 28, Ashland Greenwood 21. Ashland Greenwood still has 2 timeouts. We'll see how Emilio Zaragoza decides to kick this one on the near side, and he's wrapped up by both his legs just past the 25-yard line to the 26, and to remain undefeated. The number 3 team in class, Wahoo Warriors. This will be the first time the Warriors have beaten Ashland Greenwood in a couple of years. 27 seconds remain. Here in the backfield's Jacobson looking to, he steps out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, and that is a great pickup on first down by Thomas Spears. Into Wahoo territory at the 46-yard line.
Then we're able to stop the clock and be ready to do it again.
Exactly. 19 seconds remain.
Down. They do get that touchdown because they go for 2.
Yeah, right.
He's just
in a rivalry game. 5 seconds to go. Here's Jacobson in the backfield. He has time to throw again. Now under pressure. And here, a flag in the middle. There wasn't one thrown. And though, so a long, slow developing play. What can play clock? He gets out of bounds with 3 seconds to.
This is really showing why they were ranked number 3. But where has this been?
Right.
Yeah, the consistency throughout the game has been the issue for them.
One play. It's Wahoo 28, Ashland Greenwood 21. Dane Jacobson comes out in the gun with 2 wide receivers to the far side. They did. So that moves it up to the 16-yard line, which is one of their final 2 timeouts remaining.
We know your personal life and business need 0557 or stop into his office at 130 Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you can and a small sundae. Feeling hungrier? Upgrade that sundae to a small blizzard for an extra $2. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Austin McNorton and Kelly Johnson here with you live from beautiful Memorial Stadium in Act 21. 3 seconds remain. Everyone here in Memorial Stadium on their feet. Flat, deep into the end zone. It's intercepted and Wahoo wins! By number 19, Josh Edmonds, and Wahoo and north side of the field going ballistic, and here on the near sideline celebrating like
and
you can say that again.
It was one of those things you can show that both teams went all out 100%, just left it out there. Those two snaps.
That was the difference in the game.
That's the difference in the game right there. So, and their own issues, but again, wrapping it up right here, 28-21, and I just, hats off to a great host team and the hosts and people around us. Because
game, but you know what's really fun about games like this is that all those kids going through the handshake line right now, they all love in this county and so much sportsmanship, and that's what it's all about. We're representing Saunders County, and I'll tell you what,
10, both sides. So, and chances are pretty likely that
once again, final score here from Ashland, it's Wahoo 28. The Warriors improve to 2-0 after defeating the defending state champions in Pierce Lat 28 and Ashland Greenwood 21. Do we want to see if we can get Coach or?
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll do some commercials here, but do a quick wrap up here in a moment on Saunders County Online.
At Anchor Insurance, we know your personal life and business needs the right management or stop into his office at 136 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today for all of you.
With a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 to $25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to
Deal in town is at the Wahoo DQ. Our $7 meal deals run all day, every day. For only $7, you get your choice of an original cheeseburger, or hungrier? Upgrade that Sunday to a small blizzard for an extra $2. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street and open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday.
Provider confidently chosen by our clients for their families' everyday health needs because of our integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Rival.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo days 9 to noon. We are your biggest fan.
Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives. Go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska. Serving our communities, invest.
Here we both just, Coach, a rivalry win. Talk about that one.
Two really, really talented teams. Ashland is loaded with talent on the Jets. We just held on for dear life.
Coach, this is back-to-back weeks.
Well, they've played well. We did a lot of yelling at kids about getting lower, but
on the Saunders County Online post-game show as Wahoo
it's the kids are just playing at a high level. I think the kids are taking a lot of pride in it. They have a ton of fun doing it. We got more kids on the
tonight. Only had 11 yards last week, and look what he did on the ground tonight.
Last week with that 6'2" defense. But I thought his patience was great, and he got
in the ball game. Your defense is on the field, and you talked about how it seemed like Ashland kind of turned it up a notch, taking it all the way down.
We're excited, and I knew that for it was going to be a handful. Throw the ball. We tried to take away.
Talk about the way both Josh and Sam.
He was playing the big catch for a touchdown tonight, and then obviously on the special teams.
Previous two opponents that you lost to
accomplish, and that involves playing at the very beginning of that. We got to go on the road next week.
Place on another
nice guy. I think. But they're so damn nice. It's always fun to play here.
Congrats on the win, Coach.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
We'll see you next week.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectancy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the.
And finally, here in the Saunders County Online Post, our view as your Wahoo Warriors literally the final play.
The rivalry game is right to the very end. So again, thank you to everybody who allowed us sponsors, and thank you to the community of Wahoo Public Schools, because to improve this, technically there's been some glitches here and nailed down, and again, see where it's going, and we're looking forward to the ride.
And the Ashland Greenwood Blue